back. Welcome to my preview and prediction for the second semi-final of the Women's Euros taking place tomorrow. Before we get into today's video, a reminder, you can still check out my preview and prediction for today's semi-final where the Lionesses will be taking on Italy. You can check that video out at the top of your screen right now. But that is not all, because yesterday FPL launched once again for a brand new season. So if you want to get yourselves involved in that ahead of the brand new season, this is the code you are going to need to get yourself involved. I'll leave a link to it in the description and in the pinned comment of this video as well. So get yourself signed up for a new season of fantasy football. If you were in it last year, you'll automatically be included for next year. And as always, if you haven't done so already, please do consider dropping a like on this video if you enjoy all of my predictions series. Share it with a friend. Subscribe with notifications turned on, because we've got a massive Women's European final coming up for you this weekend. And of course, the start of the new series will be coming very, very soon. So make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on to miss out on any of the new series next season. And of course, if you want to gain access to even more predictions from myself, you can become a member by clicking the join button at the bottom of your screen right now as well. I've just posted my predictions for my Champions League qualifiers over on the community page for members only right now this morning as well. So, without any further ado, this is the match taking place tomorrow. We have Germany taking on Spain. Obviously, tonight's match hasn't happened, so the results and scores haven't changed from the quarterfinals. But what I'm actually going to do for today's video is something that I don't normally do. I'm actually going to start with the prediction and then do the preview. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going for a 1-0 victory to Germany. And that might surprise a lot of people, because I think a lot of people coming onto this are expecting Spain to be the absolute overwhelming favourites. And look, I agree. I think Spain are the favourites for this match. Let's not forget, they're the world champions. They have the best team in the world. They have the last 4 Ballon d'Or winners. They've won their last 9 matches in a row. However, they always come undone when they play against Germany. And that is why I'm going for the big risk here. I'm going for Germany because Germany's record against Spain is an absolute joke, especially when it comes to major competitions. So let's not forget, like I say, Spain are world champions. However, on their route to winning the world championships, they did not play against Germany. In the Euros 3 years ago, Germany beat Spain 2-0. In the Olympics last summer, when Spain were expected to win that competition, Germany beat Spain to win the bronze medal. Germany always have the way to beat Spain. And the reason why it is interesting is how they do it. And the reason why I talk about that is because of how these teams got to this semi-final. So we'll start off with Germany. Germany, of course, down to 10 after just, 13 minutes or even 11 minutes for a ridiculous hair pull from Hendrick. She is obviously going to be suspended for this game. France scored the penalty. Germany pounced back, managed to nick an equaliser, then park the bus, get the defensive outlay right against an incredibly strong French attack, hold them out for the entirety of the rest of the match, all the way through to penalties, and win the penalty shootout with Berger getting a a player of the match performance from Berger. Obviously, Germany did miss a penalty in that second half as well, but a very impressive performance under pressure for the entire match, force the penalty shootout and get the victory. As for Spain, they were also the victim of missed penalties, 2 missed penalties from them against the Swiss, but ultimately a still very comfortable victory in the end. However, it took them 65 minutes to break down the Swiss defence, because the Swiss parked the bus and the Spain, despite all of their attacking talent, took so long to break them down. Obviously, once the Swiss then needed to equalise, that's when Spain started creating more chances. They could have scored 3 or 4, and obviously they missed another penalty late on after the Swiss opened up. But this is where I think Germany can exploit Spain's weakness. Spain really struggle to break down really solid defensive units. And this is what happened 3 years ago in the Euros. It's what happened last year in the Olympics. And you look at the stats from these two teams in the quarterfinals, and when they played each other, they're very reminiscent. Spain, 70% possession, twice as many chances created, twice as many shots on goal. Obviously, that was enough to beat Switzerland. Germany against France, 30% possession, less chances created, less shots on goals, but they got the result on penalties. Then you look at those matches from 3 years ago and last year. Spain, 70% possession, twice as many chances created, twice as many shots on goal, But Germany beat them 2-0 3 years ago. They beat them 1-0 last year. Player of the match in the Olympics last summer, Berger in goal. Germany know what it takes to beat Spain. And I honestly do believe that that is why they are going to get the result again here. Again, I have to reiterate, Spain are the favourites for this match. They should be the favourites for this match because, in theory, they are a better team. But it's not just about your footballing ability. It's about what you can do with the tools available to you. And Germany have proven in that quarter-final that they still have what it takes to be an absolute solid defensive unit. And I think if they play the way they did against France with 10, they will have enough to keep Spain out with 11. As for that all-important team news, though, obviously there are going to be some changes for both teams coming into this due to those suspensions. We already spoke about Hendrick. She did the hair pull on the French forward. Absolutely ridiculous decision. Straight red card for her. Thankfully, the team bailed her out by getting that equaliser afterwards. Speaking of suspensions, though, she won't be the only one missing for Germany, as Neuskin is going to be suspended as well. She picked up her second yellow card of the tournament in that quarter-final against France, which means she is going to miss this game through suspension, compounding the fact that she also missed that penalty in the second half, which could have put Germany 2-1 up, meaning that extra time and penalties wouldn't have even been needed. But she is going to be missing for Germany. For Spain, they are also going to be without a player. Alexandri, the centre-back from Manchester City. She picked up her second yellow card of the tournament against Switzerland. So she is going to be missing through suspension for Spain as well. We could potentially see Spain make a couple of other changes as well to their starting lineup. Like I say, they did struggle to beat the Swiss down for a large portion of that match. And maybe mixing it up against the side that you'd expect to play defensively, maybe to try and create something a little bit different. But that is the way I think this one's going to go. I'm going to go for 1-0 Germany. But again, I will reiterate, Spain are considered the favourites. They've won 9 in a row. Technically, Germany haven't even won either of their last 2 matches. They lost 4-1 to Sweden, then drew with France. So there are definitely reasons to go for Spain here. But my head says that history tells me that even though Spain are world champions, Germany have what it takes to beat Spain in knockout football, and they've proven it over the last 3 years. They've also won this competition more times than anyone else. They know what it takes to go the distance and fight to win this competition. So I'm going to go for Germany. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I think it's going to be a fascinating pair of semi-finals over the next couple of nights. As always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very soon.